Hello, this is Sriya and you're watching The Shift Asia. Back in 1995, three siblings Malaysia were starting the company with nothing more than a small makeshift factory and the dream for natural business, much before the concept of environmentalism even became popular. Just a decade later, the small family business was firmly edged into the natural products industry thanks to the mother. The first big milestone for three siblings, Farida, Fadzil and Faisal, was in 1999, the year they completed the construction of their 1.5 million GMP certified natural products factory, and in 2000, Tanamera was created. I'm here with one of the siblings, Mohamad Faisal, Ahmad Fadzil, co-founder and managing director. So always good to be speaking to you again. Now, it's been almost, 30 years since the siblings conceptualized the idea, but we know the inspiration is the mother.
Yes.
Very important. Right. Tell me, how did it started? Tell me how mom was the inspiration.
Well, I think, nice to see you again. We always bump into each other all the time. So I think we are a case of what people say the mothers knows best, right? I'm sure you know we lost our mom last year. It was a big loss for our family. My mom is she's very advanced for a person of the era, highly intelligent woman, very, very smart. My friends all love her. Of course, in our family, she's always the anchor of the family. And she had this vision that she wanted to bring the family together. And where basically she have all this knowledge about traditional herbs. So her father was a herbalist, and she learned from my late father's grand auntie, who was a midwife of one of the royal family.
I
see. So she just hungry for information, and she learned and all that, and she decided to forcefully volunteer the children. So
because she knows best.
She knows best, and I think maybe not. It might not work these days because children are much more independent these days. But in our case, it worked for us, and I think we can't be happier. It brought the family closer. So what we did is that we took what my mom have given us, between me and my two sisters and one of my brother and all that. And what we did is that we made it modern. We made it more relevant. We made it something that, like, have you ever tried our brown soap? That is actually our best-selling product.
Right.
I just checked on Lazada. In Shopee we have nearly 9,000 5-star review.
Wow. Okay.
Which is quite impressive. I never even realized that. We have 9,000 5-star reviews on Shopee alone for our brown soap. That is actually based from her own traditional scrubs that she's been selling. So what we did is that we took that traditional knowledge and we modernized it. We made it much more relevant in a new version. And we did the same thing with postnatal, with the scrubs and all that. And that's where we are now.
And of course, this was 1999 in Tanamera, 2000. 1995 in Tanamera was 2000. And I remember, like, in the early days, trying to get people to appreciate this, and that the fact that it's Malaysian, right? So one of the things that you use in natural remedies, right? Eco-friendly products and packaging, using traditional Asian treatments and the healing power of tropical herbs and essences, right? And maybe one of the things that stands out for me is your packaging, right? Can you tell me what goes into finding the right packaging, the look, and the kind of packaging you use as well?
When we wanted to do many years ago, we wanted to do Tanamera. Tanamera, as you know, happened by accident. Our main strength is product development, brand creation, manufacturing, and all that. That's always been our strength. And we supply to some of the top direct selling company in Malaysia. So we wanted to come up with a concept that we believe in. And the concept of Tanamera, when my siblings and I were putting it together, so we have 3 tenets, which is have to be human friendly.
Right.
I mean, all the ingredients have to be safe.
Right.
So we are the first and only Malaysian brand that is certified vegan by the UK Vegetarian Society.
Okay.
For personal care, the first and only at the moment. I might be wrong, but I think I'm not.
Okay.
And then all the ingredients are safe, no petroleum, none of the nasties. And then you have to be animal friendly. Tested on directors, nephew and nieces. You know, we are the best.
No cruelty on animals, but nephews and nieces.
I'm cruel to my nephew and nieces. I say you have to try everything. And of course, the last but definitely not least, you have to be eco-friendly.
Right.
So when we started, and when we want to do eco-friendly, we want to do things like minimal packaging. Now it's a big trend, right? And if you notice Tanamera paper, we tend to use all our paper to be non-bleach, recyclable materials.
Yes.
So within the limit of what's available.
Right.
And when we started doing this, we get a lot of, how do you say, like, brick brand, you know, a lot of people were like, say, oh, your product is expensive. How come there's no box?
Okay.
Oh, why does your packaging do like nasi lemak, like belacan? Okay. You know, because we were the first people to use the brown paper. Now it's become such a huge trend.
Yes.
I think we were a bit early for the market, but now it's like everybody want to do brown paper. Yeah, you know, it's almost a given now.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was, I guess, trying to explain that to people in the early days was ahead of time. You're saying that. Now, what about sourcing the right ingredients? Right? How do you ensure you're getting the right sources? Are they all available in Malaysia?
We would love to do that as much as we can. We try to find. We work with some planters. With certain herbs that are very indigenous to Malaysia. Like we've developed something like, if you ever try our roselle tea, it's really lovely. That is actually from a local grower.
Okay.
Ginger also from the local grower. But we, being a premium product, we have set a standard. And unfortunately, not a lot of the supplier can follow the standard that we set.
Right.
But what we do now is that we're trying to encourage the local supplier to follow the standard, because it would bring them up also. You know, because we supply to countries all over the world.
Right.
I mean, we're not that big, you know, but we supply in about nearly 13 countries. And we have to comply to the standard that have been set. A lot of our essential oil are imported. A lot of herbs we do import either from India, Indonesia, and of course local and all that, because we specialize in tropical herbs.
Right.
So we are still far from being, to fulfill that circular economy requirement, because it's not that we do not want to.
Right.
We just
can't find
can't find the quality, the product of the quality that we want.
Right. Okay. Because with that also, you have to make sure that your products are of the right quality, right?
Yes.
Now you are also a product that of spa quality, and you have 6 Tanamera wellness spas. Numbers could be wrong, but is this something you want to expand on? You know, providing your products to hotels and the hospitality industry.
That is something that we're going to focus on in the near future, because we realize that especially being in a hotel, is a fantastic branding.
Yes. And I would love it when I say, wow, this is a Malaysian product. If I'm going to a hotel,
because we're already in most of Sunway Hotel.
Right. And then it's fantastic, and it's Malaysian, and it's lovely, right?
And we used to supply Malaysia Airlines, so now hopefully we are still trying again.
Okay.
Because the pandemic put a stop to a lot of things.
Right.
And one of the things that we decided to do early on is never to apologize being a Malaysian brand. You know, even though at that time, even until now, I think it's still a lot of brands come up with Swiss technology, or formulated in France or US or UK or Japan, now Korea Beauty and all that. From day one, they said we are proudly Malaysian. We will not apologize for being a premium product and Malaysian, and we won international award.
Right.
We are not Jago Kampung. We won award in Japan. We are the only Malaysian personal care product that have ever won the Good Design Award, which is a very prestigious award in Japan. You know, we won award in UAE, Europe, internationally. And recently, our treatment won 𝗙ecie Wellness for the postnatal treatment.
Right.
So back to your question about how that part of the business, recently there have been some shift in the company where we have a new partner that will help us, that give us a bit of breathing space to focus on something that is very important to us, which is the wellness side.
Right.
Because we have the manufacturing, we have the Tanamera as a brand, and we have put aside the wellness. And what we've done is that we are not rearranging. I think what we've done is actually we are reworking on some of our SOPs for the postpartum, pre and postpartum wellness. That is something that we're very, very popular for and very, very strong in. And many years, because our postnatal product is quite popular, so many years people say, why don't you have a treatment that goes with? We know how to do it. That is something one of my mom's greatest knowledge, right? So, but we just don't have the time. But now we are working towards that. We had a wonderful opportunity to work with a postnatal, premium postnatal center called 𝗙𝗚𝘀. I think they have 4 branches right now, and I think they're expanding more. So in all 𝗙𝗚𝘀 center, there's a Tanamera spa. But we are also looking at working with one of our partner in the UK.
Right.
And I just came back, as you know, I just came back from London, and I'm trying to see how we can get certified and recognized as the first postnatal, postpartum treatment rituals recognized internationally.
Right.
That's our dream right now.
Right.
Once we get that, the world is our oyster. And not only it create an opportunity for us, it create an opportunity for, the country.
Yeah.
Because the Malay postnatal treatment are unique and the most complete in the world. I can safely say that. And that's why we have one of the lowest reported case of postpartum complication, especially postpartum blues.
Right.
In the Malay we have the word for it. It's called meroyan.
Right.
And in my life, I've only met one person that have it, because this support system. I think even you had to the support system, right?
Yeah, I had the support system and I used the products.
Thank you.
21 years ago.
We're still waiting for the next one. No?
Okay. Now you also have the Tanamera Green Amenities, which is a line of vegan-friendly skincare hotel products. So again, you're saying that's available in hotels, right? So wouldn't all your products be vegan friendly at this point?
We are vegan certified, not only vegan friendly. I mean, a lot of people can claim organic. Oh, I'm organic. Oh, I'm vegetarian. I'm vegan. By the end of the day, you have to be certified.
Okay.
So we were certified vegetarian for many years by the UK Vegetarian Society. They're one of the oldest vegetarian society in the world, highly respected. And they are NGO, so they are not the type that, oh, you pay us a lot of money and then we will give you the certification. They are very, very particular. So, and slowly, bit by bit, we move away from any animal byproduct, and now we are 100% vegan.
Okay.
So we were vegan certified during the pandemic.
Okay.
We managed to get vegan certified.
Okay. And when you look at something, you've been doing this for, over 20 years and all that, right? Will this be what future customers will be expecting? Is this the standard right now? Vegan friendly, environment friendly, is that?
Maybe when we started many years ago, everybody thought it's going to be a trend, but I think it is not anymore. I mean, a good example, what happened to Body Shop. I'm sure you're aware what happened to Body Shop. Consumers are very, very smart nowadays.
Yeah.
You can make all the claims that you want, but at the end of the day, consumers have Google. They can just Google. And people ask me and say, what type of client is perfect for you? I said, the type of client that's perfect for us is the one that do not look at the front label, but look at the back of the label.
Okay.
I mean, label readers.
Okay.
So, and that's why, even though we are not a big brand, we are more of a boutique brand. Hopefully that will change in the near future. But our customers are extremely loyal with us. Okay. Every time we produce something, they know that we will give the best and we will give the safest. That's something that is the promise. It's a brand, one of the brand promise is that. And vegan brand is something that is coming up very fast. Even my shoe now is like, I don't use real leather anymore. So now I just use fake leather. Okay. So I'm not a vegan. I do admit I love my meat. I have Arabic blood in me. But I think when you don't necessarily need to, then you don't have to.
I think we need to be a little bit more conscious and reduce wherever we can, right?
Right.
And so I was going to ask what kind of products will you be introducing in the future, but the focus will be more the postpartum kind of thing.
Postpartum is going to be focused a lot more on the treatment side. Definitely Tanamera product can easily support the treatment side. But we are definitely expanding a lot more into beauty products.
Okay.
Because I notice now there's a lot of adulteration in beauty product, and we're very, very worried about that. You know, the use of mercury, hydroquinone, tritonium, and all those sort of things, dangerous steroids. You know, so there are options for natural product.
Okay.
And that's what we will be launching at least about 2 beauty product more, facial cleanser for people who have makeup.
Right.
So it's a new concept where basically you just use, it's a 3-in-1, it's a makeup remover, facial cleanser, and light moisturizer, all in one.
Okay.
So because who have the time to do 10 steps before they go to sleep? I mean, it's a nice idea if you are a Thai.
Right.
Know,
but if you're traveling, you know, so that's the sort of thing that,
So some of the other concept that we're looking into, other than the beauty product, we are looking at the concept of coming out with what we call a range of lower carbon footprint range of product. One of the things that we have been testing, and I actually been testing it myself, I said we test everything ourselves first before we even allow other people to test it. If we die, then it's not good lah, you know. So we are quite excited to look into launching the first range of lower carbon footprint range of product, where basically we remove the water from the product.
Right.
So you are able to do it basically at home. We will give you the powder, mix it, because water is the biggest weight contributor.
Okay.
Right. And then also you use a lot of bottles.
Right.
Because when you run out, you buy a new bottle.
So now this is in your packaging, your paper packaging.
No, it's actually in powder form.
Right.
So basically what you do once you receive the powder, mix it with water. It turns into a gel. Add any essential oil that you want. It automatically dissolves all the oils, and then pour it back into the palm bottle. Because the palm bottle have a life of, you can easily use it like what,
your 5,
whole 7, 8 times? Well, maybe not whole life lah. The spring will eventually give up. But you really can reuse the bottle again. I feel guilty because especially now we use a lot of hand wash, not like before.
Right.
Right. And my God, during the pandemic, how many bottles of hand wash have we used? So if you use the bottle back again, you can easily save 5, 6, 7 bottles, and you remove the weight from water. So because every household have water, but we made it in such a way it's so easy. All you need to do, add water, mix it, drop essential oil, and voila, you have a new hand wash.
So all these little things, right, about water, weight, it all adds up to transportation. So you know, reducing carbon in that sense, right? And I guess so. Now the focus moving forward. The Malaysians are appreciative of the Malaysian brand, export. That will be the focus for Tanamera?
Well, again, I think something, I feel like when we started doing, you know, proud to be Malaysian brand, many years ago, a lot of people start questioning, oh, why is your product considered expensive? You're only a local brand.
Okay.
And we never, from the first interview we had, remember you asked me, what was the hardest thing about Malaysian, you know, doing your brand? I said, being a Malaysian brand. You remember that first interview? And you were quite surprised when I said that. And how long ago was that?
Oh, ages.
Ages ago. So, but something happened during the pandemic.
Right.
There's been a shift.
Okay.
I noticed it because you started seeing a lot of smaller Malaysian brand growing.
Right.
You know, and people are supporting them with full heart and proud of them being Malaysian, you know. And I think what happened during the pandemic, we realized at the end of the day, we only have each other to depend on. You know, all these big brands will come and they will leave. If they are not, oh, we're not selling well in this country, screw it, let's leave. They don't care. But Malaysian brands are here to stay.
Right.
So I think that shift is small, but I noticed that. And I'm personally, I'm very, very proud. I'm a big local brand supporters. You will never see me in Starbucks or those big brands. No, you will never see me there. You know.
Okay. So you're okay. So anyway, it's such a pleasure to be speaking to you again.
Thank you very much.
Faisal, from Tanamera and proudly Malaysian, and you've been watching The Shift Asia.